Good evening. Last day of February 29. It's leap day today. Let's see if we can make this a giant leap for mankind and other stuff. We're going to do some Office Blazor add-in stuff. I was thinking maybe we can try to do it on Word as well. We did it previously on Excel. Welcome, One Lion. Just lurking around, I guess. Let's go into the show. This is a bisexual tile. It's a bisexual year. I have no clue what that means. I hope you're not. It's not your birthday today. Otherwise, you've only your birthday every other 4 years. And I heard the leap day used to be at the same time with the Olympic Games. No, that's not true. I think that's shifted with the COVID lockdown. Let's go into the code window. Leap year, yeah. So let's first go into GitHub. No need to search for that. Just open it. It means it's a leap year. Bisexual year. Maybe that's a year. Not sure if Twitch is accepting this bisexual years. I also heard, and I actually have seen that a couple of times, that if you say, please subscribe to the channel or like the video, something like that, and it's highlighting below the video if you look in YouTube and say the word afterwards, and then you see the word lighting up. Let's go into our own Office add-in samples, because we noticed that it's a couple of commits behind. So let's see if we can sync that. It's able to merge from the original main into my own main. Create a pull request. Sync with the origin, I think, or the remote. Bug fix, no. New feature, no. New sample, no. Related issues, just sync. Well, let's make it no. And then what's in the pull request? Just sync with remote guidance. Roll back if it fails. Why is it not automatically changing to an icon? These are Fluent UI icons, by the way. Create pull request. Wants to merge 14 commits into my own main from Office main. Yeah, should be good. Bump IP, lots of bump IPs. Update jQuery. That's all within the other samples, I guess. Merge pull request. Confirm. That's merged. So now the branch is yeah, this one is one ahead. That's right, because that might change with the ribbon changes, and that should be in there. 7 commits ahead, 24 behind. Can't automatically merge because there are some things in a collision, I guess. Discuss and review the changes compared to others. Create pull request. Files changed. Now the question is, where are the collisions? How do I find the collision there? Because it's not able to merge there. Sync fork. With what? Has conflicts. Discard 7 commits to make this branch match to upstream. No. Because the commits are my own. Yeah. Net 8. Typically do my Git management in OfficeJS since it's easier to resolve merge conflicts. Is that true? I believe you immediately, obviously. Let's try that. I haven't used Git that much in Visual Studio lately. I think there's lots of improvements there. I think it's this one. I think the collision is with my own updated .NET 8 version sample. But that should say the exact same thing. Or maybe there's an 8.02 version instead of 8.01. That's the branch that we are on. So what? Let's see here, git changes. do I do to compare with the original? I'm just starting to feel normal again. The Taco Bell yesterday, which we usually do on Wednesday, and got one with new menu items. Do they have new menu items? It's what we see with with Domino's. Domino's is also trying to put in fries and other things that are completely unrelated to pizza. Let's see. Think. $15 incoming. Wow. Started feeling very sick. Maybe stop eating Taco Bell then. This is upstream. This is my own. Last night was a very long night. Yeah, I can imagine. This morning still felt really bad. Coffee. Migraine pills. Wow, that sounds very not very well. Now 8 hours later. At least it's getting out of your system properly. That is what I think. How do I get this to sync with my main? Cool. No. That's only matching it with the origin, I think. Press the sync or pull button on the branch. Sync or pull button. But it's not giving the Git changes panel on the right, yeah. But it's not showing the differences here. No, that's... Because that's not showing the thing in on the website. Where's... Did I close that? What I need, because what I did was sync the my fork with my main fork main branch with the official Office repo, also the main branch. But I made some changes on the on this branch. Oh, it's now says one commit ahead. Oh, that's yeah, but that's main. Why is this ahead? Paste closer. Paste closer. So merge main into the branch, and you'll see merge conflicts. So I need to get main into this one. Yeah, the other way. Yeah. Where's the switch? There should be a switch button. I'm going to push main, my main, into my Blazor add-in commands. Yeah, that was indeed merging into my main. But do that in Visual Studio. So go in here and then moving here into main. I want to merge this with, what's this, view all commits. That's this one. Then change back to your branch. In the branch drop down, right click on main, merge into your current branch, and the current branch is, need to go back here. There it is. Merge main into, and we have 3 conflicts. Achtung. That's German. Your local main is not synced. Let's go in here, main. Oh, that's not synced. Yeah, now it's synced. Then go back to this. Then go in here. Merge main into Blazor. Then we should see the differences. How can I see the differences? I won't actually push changes until you tell it. This is confusing. I never used this. Compare. You can always revert if you don't like the changes, yeah. Let's go into, because I'm only interested in my own thingy here. And it was complaining about this one. That's the same. There's the telemetry thing I disabled. Which one is which one? Now my system logs. Yeah, there it goes. Go in here. This one with the Office API thing there, that's the one on my own branch. So I can basically do the same, I think. Save. This is gone here. Is it? Still recommend you just pushing the merge button. You can always make these changes after merging from your main into your branch. But well, if I merge, then it will push the changes from merge into my branch. What is the other collision? Let's close all these things. It won't push the changes to remote, though. Yeah. So you could reset and delete changes. Oh, okay, yeah. That's true. So it will show me the changes. I'm currently in my own branch and I want to merge with main. If it's doing that. Merge into current branch. So we have 3 conflicts. Automatically commit changes. If there are no conflicts. Okay. Oh, too late. But it said if there is no conflicts. Merge completed with conflicts. Resolve conflicts and commit the results. Where are commit? These are staged. That's the index. No, that was my own change from just now. It just said commit. Yeah, indeed, it said it did not push it back to local. But what are the 3 changes then? Merge completed with conflicts in the Office samples. Yeah, that's my branch. Resolve the conflicts and commit the results. And how do I see the conflicts? Where are the conflicts? There are some conflicts. Yeah, this is a conflict, and in this case we want to keep. That's what I said when we started it. This is the version 2 and this is version 1. So I want to keep the second. Everything else. But this is the merged version. So that should be good. Save. Cool. So check the right, yeah. the only thing. Then accept merge. There. And now, do we still have something here? This is the one that I just changed. Let's put that back. Oh, I need to do that in here, I think. Yeah. I could also just revert it back, but yeah, okay. Now let's see. 59 changes, stage changes. I just revert this one. No interest at all. I do love my convoluted DevOps strategy. So now your local branch should match main, make sure everything still builds and works, and then you can do a PR to main, yeah. Yeah, but actually I don't want to put the PR to main because I want to do the PR to the remote. Otherwise I don't have a difference between the remote. It's quite confusing. I find it quite confusing to work with a fork and a remote. You probably don't work with forks, do you? Let's first see if it still works. This is my branch, so this is everything staged. That's all the changes. Commit changed. Oh, required field. What's the required field? Oh, yeah, it's behind the message. Merge with main. Synced from remote. "26 changes. Pull and then push. We have now 0, 0, 0, nothing. Close all. Oh, close all. Where's the close all? Oh, there is only one. One or more projects have changed, which not automatically handled by the project. Please save your change and reload those projects to prevent loss. That's interesting. Reload projects. No changes. I typically test before pushing. But yeah, but I was thinking, well, I'm still in this branch anyway, and so I'm now testing after pushing. But I agree, I should test before pushing. I think I hit F5, but nothing is happening. It's doing nothing. Throwing you off a bit now. Quite the opposite. I think you're helping me a lot because this is... I've never done it through Visual Studio. And I'm always messing with my fork. Because now you see that the Blazor commands has recent pushes. Yeah. And that's on my own, but I don't want to commit on my own main. I want to commit to the remote, and if that's accepted, then it will drop the branch, and then I sync the fork again. Not sure if that's the right way to do it, but that's usually how I do it. Open this one again. Should do some more Git stuff. The DNA team. I know the A team, but not the DNA team. We can sit waiting here until we have to open it. Acronym of their app. Let's see if it's now running. Yeah, it's building. And Excel is starting, that's a good sign. The task pane is still loading. Yeah. But the changes that we made were in the ribbon. So if I insert a name index there, that's still working. So that's my change in the branch. Insert name bubble. This is from Bubble, yeah. Hello Bubble. This one index, yeah. JavaScript function, and this one should be doing nothing. So everything works. But then now what I was thinking is, because I now do some basic calls, I also have like this bubble chart. If I do stuff like this, create table and create bubble chart, I was wondering if I could bring that over to the ribbon as well. And what this is doing is creating a new sheet, puts a table in, and this creates the bubble chart. So if I expose these functions, I should be able to do the same thing. So let's have a look at that. I find it quite fancy that you can do Blazor in the context of. That's nice, the Blazor icon. In the context of Office, I'm thinking that even the Office team did not expect that to be possible. So let's have a look at the bubble chart page here. And there's some C# functions on there. So what the message that you saw on the spreadsheet is this one, the JS invocable thing. So I was thinking to do the exact same thing with the create table. But that's a challenge, because we then make this C# method JS invocable, and that JS invocable thing is invoking a JavaScript function. I just wanted to check if that's possible. Create table. Let's find where that's used. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's the origin, and it's called from here. But this one is called by this one. And this one calls the .NET thing there. So what if I just remove this one? Let's pick the bubble one and put the name of this thing in there. Create bubble chart. Yeah, sure. What I wanted to do is not only do the create bubble chart, but I also wanted to create a table. Copy. So we have a create table. Let's put the table on the index. Create table. But that doesn't take the parameter. Oh, maybe I should do something else. Oh. So instead of doing, let's expose a new one. Copy. Well, let's completely copy this. Just edit that. There you have Mr. Scott. Welcome. We've already seen your name a couple of times on screen tonight. So this function is create table. Bubble table. Copy, running create bubble table before, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to call the remote. I just want to do the .NET part of this one. And that should be the bubble. Now the table insert. Create table. Copy. Create table, and there's no parameter. And I think we don't need to wait for this. Remove me. Scott from Blazor, yeah. Something like that. Oh, did I know? Oh, now I'm changing the wrong one. Oh. Back. Create bubble. Not going to call anything anymore because I'm now directly going to invoke the .NET thing. And make that create table. And we don't have a parameter on this mirror. And there goes Scott again. Bye bye. And we don't have a name to collect there. Running, that should be finished. What's my stream element saying? My videos are archived on YouTube. Okay. Create bubble table. So now we have to put create bubble table somewhere. And we have to expose it, I think. Where is it? There, create bubble table. Where's this right value thing? There. Create bubble table, and then we need to find this one in the XAML file. In here. That's button 3, but we also have button 4. And that will be this one. What's the other? Oh yeah, that's the value 2 that's now replaced. So this should do it, I think. Let's see if it's working or not. That's still working. Go here. So Scott will still work on the index there. Hello index, and then we have a bubble thing. Yeah, that's also working. Then we have the right JavaScript thing. That's also working. Now let's see if the dummy is working. The dummy is not working. Why is my dummy not working? Ooh. Create table is not defined. That's interesting because that one is on this one. Oh, it's private. Stupid. It should be public. That means this one should also be public. Save. Let's close this and rebuild it. Oh, why is that message saying Twitter with my personal name? Because I have a software Twitter handle as well. Let's build this again. Let's first clean this out. F5. Is this your full-time job? My full-time job? No, really. I have two full-time jobs. My full-time job and this job. Custom table. Insert still working. Bubble still working. And this one. Probably the commit and push Studio, you may need to update your display info. Your display info stuff in Visual Studio. I look for the setting. Update your display info stuff. What do you mean with display my info stuff? Let's try this. And it's not working. It's still not finding it. Create table is not defined. But it's returning a task. That's tricky. This one has a name. Oh, and it's static. Should it be static? Let's Google that. Do this off screen since it will show name and email and folder as such. Git menu settings. Git menu item. Oh, there's a menu item there. Settings. Secrets. But now you can't help me anymore. Settings. Do. And what's the one that I need to set? I think it's global settings. The username might be the one that shows in blame. Yeah, so if I remove my email there, and the other one, the user is not that important. So if I go back to my live coding window there, this is what I see here. Enable download of author images. Commit changes after merge by default. Enable push, force, open folder. Automatically check out browsers with double click or enter. But what did you mean with you need to update your display info stuff in Visual Studio? Change username to, oh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I go back to my secret. Put the email back. Okay. It should be good now. I wonder if how that is now. Is it now mixing names then? Here, this is my previous one. So I was looking up what the requirements for the JS invocable is, because this one is public static. Maybe this one is also public static. Google. JS invocable. To call a method method must be decorated with JS invocable. That's what we have in place. Must be public. That's what we have in place. Yes. The method must be either static or instance level. It's only supported by Blazor 050 and above. And the identifier for the method must be unique. And the method must be non-generic. So it should be static. The question is, can you do that? Like... Object reference is required for non-static field. Yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of, because it's calling... It's invocable by C#, and that's invocable C# again. In this case, the JavaScript module must be set before that, this one. So should that also be the other way? What I could do is not doing this, but then I'm not running the .NET again. Yeah. Is that different? That's not different, is it? That's just changing the block. Because that would be doing the exact same thing, I think. Yeah, same error. So that's not a fix. Okay. Introduce a local of await. How's that solving it? It's not solving it either. That's not a solution. Oh. That is interesting if you, because that usually this is from this one. Oh, but wait, this is doing the exact thing, the public static. So it requires this thing to be static as well. Ik weet niet of je dit zo wilt hebben, maar niemand kan iets zien zo. Oh, damn it. Thanks for sitting on the secret screen for half an hour. Thanks, PV70. That indeed was not what I suggested there to do. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's a bit boring for people who are watching the show afterwards. So what I was doing in the meantime is getting the create table, so that can be returned back to like so. So you didn't miss anything there. The issue was this one. The object reference was not set to static, and that's giving an error there. So if we move that back to static, see if that's working. Awaited task returns no value. It was like the object, well, never mind. Let's try. It was, by the way, it was this one. Let's see if this is doing anything. Create table, returns the task. Oh, still running there. Let's rebuild it. I see that you're on YouTube. FPV70? Is that your year of birth? 70? Let's see if that's working. It's still working, but I expect that to be working. That's still working. That's not working. And it will probably still not finding it. Running create bubble table. That's in here. Running bubble table. Where is it? Here. So it fails on this one, and it should not be That should be a text, I think. Yeah, it's trying to find. It should be. Create table, I think. That's that name. And that should be also with the one is exposed here. So create bubble table. This is triggered by the ribbon that kicks in this one. And this one will go into the bubble page, the Blazor page for bubble. That's looking for create table, not the name of the variable. So that's because that was actually null. Let's close this again and rebuild it. Should be able to set a break as well. 5. Got it. Custom. Testing 1, testing 2, testing 3. And that's still not working. Oh, something else happened. I did not bring the breakpoint in. Value cannot be null. Object reference. Yeah, I think what happened here is the injectable is not working. This is not executed by default. This one is this one. So let's take that out. And instead of doing this, where we invoke the JavaScript thing, I wonder what happens if we do something like so. Oh, that's the same error because of this one. So the injection is not working like so, right? I've seen another pretty good pattern for this, but I don't see why that one wouldn't work. Yeah, but I also need to do this one. Yeah, but that one is injected, should have been injected. So apparently if these are static, they are not injected. because this thing is actually loaded. You might wonder, why would you do a JS invocable when you already have a thing there? Let's turn it all back. Let's see. So this is how it was. And you should have a create table. That's this one. This is also exported. I wonder if it's possible to just do that. But then we don't need to invoke.net. So let's first see if it's possible at all. Create bubble table. No, not JS invocable. This one, copy. F5. Oh, one that I'm pretty sure Scott taught me. I'm sure it was Scott. In your inject attribute, you can use the allow null attribute instead of using is default. So it would look like inject allow null. Really? Let's just have a look first if this is working or not. That's not working either. Now create table is not defined. Create table is now on this one. Yeah, but the thing is, with the injection, because I basically want to call this function here. So if I put this in because it's a JavaScript thing, I can say, put that into my commands thing, make that globally available, basically, more or less. I don't even think it's needed to be exported in here. Allow null is just to get rid of the green squiggly from the linter, yeah. Doesn't change injection indeed now. Yeah, and the thing is that let's first have a look if this is working. Make that create table 2. And then do create table 2 in here as well. Create table 2. Close this. Don't save. And F5. That should resolve the table creation, I think. And it's not. Why not? Oh, huh? Still says create table. That's not right. Let's go in here, inspect. I think it didn't update the JavaScript thing. It does have that in there. So where this is not changed then? Create bubble table. That's this one. Oh. Yeah, I changed it on the... That's of no use. Should have changed this one. Smart depends. Or is your C# not calling the JavaScript method? No, let's have a look at that after this one. Save this. Run it again. So now it's just JavaScript to JavaScript. Custom, dummy. Yeah, that's doing... This was plain JavaScript and that's actually not what we had in mind. So that's working. That's basically the same as we go in here. Do create table. Doing the same thing. I meant that to be continuous question. Is it your JavaScript calling the JavaScript invocable that's breaking, or is it just, or is your C# calling JavaScript after JS invocable gets called? Let's have a look. Close this. So JavaScript to JavaScript is easy, but that, on the other hand, that's also a scenario that's already in place. That is the same as calling this one. So let's remove the table from the global code again. So this is the create, this is the button is clicking create bubble table. Create bubble table goes into the JavaScript function that's exposed as create bubble table. Then we remove the local thingy again. This is should be calling .NET, but it's trying to do create table. And then it says it is not doing that. And the reason for that was that it's trying to invoke JavaScript. So your comment was, I meant to be a continuous question. Is it your JavaScript calling the JS invocable that's breaking? Or is it your C# calling JavaScript after the JS invocable gets called? The problem what I see is because this is basically the same as doing where is it, this one? So on the same Razor file, string. Why is it squiggly? Name is deprecated. Oh. Why does it say name is deprecated? Oh, it's string. So these days is that string empty? What? Where's the empty string? Oh, but I'm in. Oh, I'm on JavaScript. Yeah. Okay. It's confusing all these things. Far. So this is basically doing the exact same thing. Invoke the method async, and it's going to the method name. In this case, say hello bubble. That's on the same page. And it will take in this case, it will take in the parameter and puts that in the output. So if I run this, F5, the dummy should now do the same thing as the button, the bubble. So the dummy, here's the bubble, this is the original one. And the bubble is now put on here as well, but that's now not working. Why is that not working now? It says create bubble table. Finish bubble table. Why did that fail? That should not fail. Status updated. It was updated, but so what's the issue there? You do the exact same thing and you see this one running and you see this one running, but you don't see this one. Static. Let's go back into the code thing here. So this one is not working. Oh, no. This one is not working. That's interesting. Let's move this a little bit out of the way. This one is working. I don't believe it's the... As you go outside the... Because it's always indication that it's running. So there's no difference here. No. Let's clean that for now. This is the exact same thing. So if that's not running, why is that not running? That one's working. And this one's not working. So what's the difference there? Except for call static local component. Oh, wait. Huh? Yeah. This is doing nothing. Is it? So I only took this one out, but I'm not showing it on the sheet. So I need to do something with it. I should be able to do something like this. Copy. And do something with that. Not hello index, but this one. So this is kind of stupid. Make that far again. Then... Oh, I lost my copy. Damn it. There. Copy. Too lazy to type it. Finished. Copy. That should bring it in. Let's close this again. F5. This is the direct one. And this one, it doesn't show anything, but it will put it in the log. And there you have it. Finish create bubble table hello bubble Scott from Blazor function file. So that's working. So this is now working. But if I want to change that over to something like this, let's close Excel again. So now I want to create a table there. Let's make that table 2. Table 2. And instead of invoking that thing, let's do the same. Doesn't really matter. But to make sure that it's finding it, JS invocable. And now you mentioned, well, let's do that later on. Yeah, string name, but yeah, that's of no use because it's doing the exact same thing. Let's take that out. Squiggly. This async, but yeah, that's waiting, giving a wait. And this is not async, so that's this is stupid because this is only turning the block into the fat client thing. Returns task of string. But it's still complaining about the await, I think. Yeah, task run. So the easiest way is just take the async out. Create table 2. This is calling create table 2 from here. Create table 2. And then there's no parameter in this location. And it's not awaitable. That means it should be async task string. That will complain about it's not. Is that something that can be done? Task run return string. Oh, result. How basic is this? Just to return a string. String is not available, no. This is more like it than... Oh, where's my studio here? So this is basically the same thing as that I have in there. Return await task run doing something. Then with client is that it? Adding configure await may not be what you want, but Google it. Copy. Configure await. What's configure await doing? To the partial condition back to the original context. When an asynchronous method awaits a task directly, continuation usually occurs when the same thread has created a task. Depending on the async context, this behavior can be costly in terms of performance and result in deadlock. To avoid this problem, call task configure await false. Okay. Let's just leave it for now, but what it's saying is that if we do this, then you have to call this with do something result. Would it be something like that? Let's see what's happening, like so. 5. Create table 2. Insert bubble is working. Let's just do something. That's returning undefined. How to return value. Object. Where's the function that I was looking for? There. Assembly name. Where's the assembly name thing? Modal. Just trying to get this. This is JavaScript. There's a JavaScript invocable thing. Can we remove this thing? You need to adapt your code for Microsoft's example because the create function will not return the result because create sets an event handler. You need to set result in your JS invocable thing. Do not go back to JavaScript. No need to return anything in the change event handler. I don't think he's answering the question there. That's the invocable thing. Say hello is not triggered from JavaScript to C# in the site when a particularly mapped invoke Method not invoke method async. Shouldn't be that hard to just get a string back. Sorry, I lost the plot. Now that my brain is actually responding, I'm trying to get a bunch of work stuff done. I can imagine. So what I've trying to do here is I simply want to get a string back. Let's see. This is the JavaScript function that's calling the .NET function create table 2, and the create table 2 should give something back in a string or something. But if I go to the C# thing, create table 2, this is the string that I want to return. But how do I, because if I do something like return, then it's complaining. Return await task from results. Await. Oh, what's it doing? Come on. Await task from result. Is that easy? Like so. That's too easy. Or take off the async. Yeah, but if you take off the async, then I'm struggling with this one, because this one is async. It's part of the signature in the ribbon, I think. Although it's not necessary. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, so I basically could have been going through the easy way out. Just remove the async here and remove the await there. But let's try it, because I'm also learning like the async stuff. So let's see if this is working. So I'm learning every day. I've learned so much today already with Git and Fish Studio. Now the async stuff, interrupting between C# and JavaScript. F5. There. This one should still work. This one should put it in. And it's failing. Let's move this a little bit bigger. What does it say? Running create bubble table. That's this one. Now it says the assembly Blazor add-in does not contain a public invocable method with invocable attribute create table 2. Does not contain a public invocable method. I did. With a string, task string. Why is that complaining? JS invocable attribute create table 2. it is invocable. Let's give it, oh, maybe. It's not getting the create table 2. The assembly Blazor add-in does not contain a public invocable method. With JS invocable attribute. But again, any suggestion I have is just to raise awareness about different patterns, and I'm not any kind of offended if you don't want to use that at all. And was the situation where the method needs to be static? Yeah, it needed to be static because the JS invoke was requiring that. I really haven't done much with .NET invoke. Yeah, there were a couple of things that need to be on that. It had to be the JS invocable thing. It had to be... Oh, damn it. Yeah, indeed. Why did I remove the static? Well, oh, I rewrite it. Smart. You're testing things indeed, yeah. You need to keep track if you're testing things. You actually keep better track of my changes than I did myself. This one still works. And it did work. But now this next step would be to invoke an invocable thing. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Oh, that's interesting. So now I have an invocable function that's working, but now I want to basically do this. Yeah, typing too much. Well, you're not the only one today. We also have Scott saying something every now and then. Well, scrolling back, it's mostly you indeed. Never mind, that's a good thing, because that way I'm fixing my own errors. There, here we go again. If we do if we try to fix this back in again, and now I don't want to return anything. Then it's complaining about the JavaScript module is not null here. The object reference is required. And in this case, the injection might not be working. On the other hand, it's the injection. We don't use the injection if we do this. Question is this only injected if you run that? It's the injection thing. How about definitely understand what you're using. Oh, that's an old message. Or let's see, where was I? Typing too much. So that one is going to be hard because you need a static field in your component that you assign the injected JavaScript run. Yeah, this one. Or the module. The JavaScript object reference is never injected. Indeed, you instantiate it on after render, but it's not going to do the after rendering when it's going into the JavaScript calling, the interrupt. This could be done, but you don't have the runtime available. How can I call a JavaScript function within a static C# method? Assuming that bats will always be static method, you will need to pass in a runtime object. Do not be tempted to pass a runtime via a static field or property or class on the class bar. This will break your application as static. The data is shared by all threads. Also, seeming that as IJS runtime invoke async is a task returning async, you will need to make bar bash similarly also async. Like so, you have the static class bar, that's in the example, this one. Is this C#? Yeah, it is. Public statics async task double. Cancellation token default. If JS is null, then throw an argument, do something. My guess is to add a private static JS runtime and make the IS object reference static as well. Then on after render, set JS runtime equals to JS runtime. Your injected runtime before IS object reference init, and use JavaScript runtime in the object reference init. Where is my Studio here? Add a private static But this is what you meant with the default thing here. Private, static. Is runtime. Let's do it like so. For now, just to and make the ISJ operating server static as well. But also private. Well, let's have a look at. Oh. So that's these are not injecting. Let's make that just X. I keep my JavaScript object reference private, but you don't need both public and private for the JavaScript module. Yeah. This one. So only the runtime is injected. Basically, this should be like so, because that's already in there. So that means that this one can go private, because it's not injected. Private, static. This one is injected, this one is not. And then what did you mention there? Then on after render, set there underscore. Then in on after render, that's this one. Set the private one. Yeah. The first render, that's blah blah. In this case, pick this one, copy. Because this one is then the one is injected. And JavaScript module, wait. Like so. What's the benefit of that? That should now work with your static JSON invocable. I would say this one is invocable. This one. Where is it? This one. No, still use the module for that. Yeah. Create table there. Is that the same? But it's still complaining. Is it building? No. Oh, it's just warning it, I think. So why do you use the... This is static. This one is injected. But you couldn't use the module there unless it was static. Yeah, but the runtime, this one is not static. But the module, that's... Oh, this one. Yeah, this one is static. That's the thing. This one is now static. Right. And it is building. Might not have needed a static JS runtime. Where's the module? There's the module. Yeah, but what I think the injection was not working, which is only there when it's used and not in the after render. I don't think you need a static JS runtime. This one. So what you basically say is this. If I do this, copy. Yeah, but I still have doubt that the injection is not happening. Maybe let's try it. Let's see what's happening. Did it build? Yeah. F5. That was quick. The point was making the module static so that you can use it in JS invocable static method. Yeah. The injection for IS runtime is definitely happening. Okay. Got it. This one. That's the normal one. And it's not even breaking. Yeah, it's breaking, but it's breaking apart. And now it might be something different. Value cannot be null. Running create bubble table. That's the command thing there. That's this. Oh, it's not returning anything. Oh. Let's stop this. There's a name bug there because I don't use the name here anymore. let's see. Create bubble table. Create bubble table. Then it says value cannot be null, but I'm not using. What's JavaScript object reference? Value cannot be null. That must be something internal. Error value became null. Full answer. Try setting JavaScript runtime mode to loose. See here for more detail. Me neither. Emulating JavaScript runtime. Strict versus loose. This is a lot of internal stuff, I think. Set up hello JavaScript. I think this is done internally by .NET maybe. Although this is in Blazor as well. Verify focus async. Well, let's first check it if it's doing something while I remove the return value on the create table. Because there should not be a create table thing, return thing there. In this case here, there. Build. Succeeded. 5. Value cannot be null. Parameter name. Does it require 3 things? Oh, this, yes, no. Let's see. Because it's complaining about JavaScript interop, JavaScript object reference extension, invoke async, invoke it's this one. This is required. This looks like this one's Blazor add-in. Second parameter. Oh. Blazor pages bubble chart create table in C data repos something blah 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 blah. Line 38. Mono things here, stack. it's saying the first parameter on invoke void async is null. Invoke void async. What's this one? The invoke void async. That's the one on C#. Yeah. But it's an extension method, so this one is null, I guess. Yes, an extension method. That does mean that like the JavaScript module is null. Why did I put a break on this one and not on this one? Let's see if it breaks on here. Let's do it again. There you are. See, the JavaScript module is null. So that means that this one is not executed. So the injection is not working. Right, yeah. And what's the pattern there? Making me curious now. Also, what I may think is that this never rendered because I'm not using the UI in here. So let's check this. Let's restart it just to see what's happening there. Don't save because the other break was also not happening. Run it again. So you'll probably see that the first render is not working. Dummy. What? Yeah, because this one has never happened. So we should check, in this case, if JS module equals null, something needs to be done. There's message for it's not available for use in services. Let's open this in the VM. Basically, what's you're sideloading the JavaScript module in that case, the page. Stop this. This should be the same as what we've seen in here. Check that. Yes, doing the same thing. I find it interesting that you're doing that with all your with the full path in there, but it's in shared components, and I'm using the Blazor pages interface. Yeah, right. Component library. So that's matching this one indeed. So that can be moved there. And why is this squiggly? The module that you use. Where is it? Here. This one. And do you also have the runtime? Do we also need that? That's because that's your private. You don't use injection at all. That's interesting, indeed. So you also don't do that on. Oh, you don't have the. Yeah, you don't have the. Yeah. So I need to have this one. No, not that one. This one. Copy. That's the module. Using this one, if we do the UI thing, it's kind of confusing there because it's using this one should be. Yeah, that's tricky because that's not injected. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's not injected, is it? I'm wondering what happens because if there are two scenarios in here, because you have the one scenario that you go into the UI, you get in the after render, and then it's taking the invoking the runtime. There's injected, and in our case we don't inject anymore. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. That means that this inject is also removed now. And it doesn't need to be public anymore because we're not injecting. And to keep your pattern in here, like underscore JS, and then remove this. To match that, and then we need to put this one, copy in here. Oh, got it. Why is it still squiggly? Non-nullable, so it's just a warning. Is it? Let's see. Yeah. This one doesn't exist anymore, but now, yeah, now I have the thing, the JS module. That's now the module, like so. We don't use the injection anymore. What's this? Why is it complaining about the module? Object reference is required for non-static field, but yeah, that's a warning. Is it a warning? Yeah, and I'm missing the module here. This one is no longer used. So before using the module, do var module is await module. I lost you there. So before using the module, to show you use case. It's this one. Yeah, you use that all the time. Invoke void async. Oh. Copy. And where did you get? Yeah, that's a local one. Where do you get module? There. That's not using module. But it's still what? Oh. Copy. 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 Here it's resolved. Why is this not resolved then? Oh, because it's static. Is it? Oh, in your case, it's not static. Yeah, me too. I think because I've I had it static because it's yeah, private static. So this should be static. Module. Private static. Is that possible? No. That's not possible. Because the invocable things need to be static. This one is working. Oh. I don't know how the apostrophe is going in there. Oh, the second one. Copy. Yeah, that's what's the mention that you mentioned first. JS runtime. Oh. Let's put it, can we put it a little bit side by side? That's the JavaScript runtime thing. Gets it. Yeah, should make a property of that. Equals default. Private value task module. Was it complaining? Oh, needs the semicolon. Private static value task, static value task module, private static value task. This one. That's the same as we had in there. I think the JS runtime. That. Complaining about the runtime. That's this one. Copy. That should be back to that one. The static one. Then the invocable. Create table, public static, async task still creates there, yeah. Okay. This is crazy if this starts to work. Yeah, it's not null, but who cares? Why is this a red squiggly, even so? And that's a nullable thing. Doesn't contain a definition for invoke async. It should be this one, yeah. JS runtime is not null there, but that's getting it from here. Where is it? It's not set. That's not set. Where did we set that? This is where there is no way to get a reference to the injected runtime. Yeah. How about setting a timer? That is a challenge. This is called where do you use this then? Yeah, this one, but yeah. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, on the other hand, you still might argue, why would you ever want to invoke a C# method, a Blazor function that invokes a JavaScript function from or method from your JavaScript environment? That's a bit besides point. That's not that relevant to do. In the other example where we have the button in place, there's a non-static module. Because in this case, if you look at this one, the highlight selection bubble, that's doing something specific, calling the local function. This is merely done just to test if we can also call local functions. And the local function in this case is doing nothing more than initializing a .NET function just to prove that it's working. Yeah, but it's not. I think it's not triggered. So on this one, inject, and then this should be public again. Otherwise it's not doing that. Anything from you need from .NET could be returned from static method and used in the JavaScript function directly. Yeah, exactly. But it does need to be public to be injected, is it? Did that change, or is that something I put in my mind? So if I have this one and I make that private, and make that private, just copying it to the other window again. Yeah. Oh. Why is that squiggly? Is it in a different using? Interesting. Why did I put it in a different using? I must say it looks... This is actually a lot better if you put everything in private. Let's have a look if that's working. Still working. I'm quite positive that this will work, but... Oh, we have, yeah. We have all these issues. So with that, are you sure now that on after render will always run when you need to use the module? No, it's not. On the other hand, I don't think this will run there. What's the error here? Yeah, that's complaining about that one. Can we get to build? Just to use the index. Let's first test the private thing quickly. 5. And I was going to index this index. Well, it's actually all working already, I think. What's happening? Oh, there we are. Yeah, so the private is indeed working. I put it somewhere in my mind that it had to be public, but maybe that's because of the other one. Let's close this. Don't. So that's much better. Because the invocable, that needs to be public and static. So you were saying, so the var module is await module, might still be the way to go. Just get rid of all the static stuff and only use the JavaScript runtime. In case you just use the C# functions, you mean? Where is it? Here. Not using this one. So there's this one. Where did I? Yeah, that's this one. This one. This one is not available. But is it injected? Yes, not null. That's just a warning. Let's put a break on that. Because this will only happen if you have a UI, probably. That doesn't mean that this is not happening. This good, that would be good. This would be good. Like so. But you have static to be invocable. Get rid of all the static stuff. But it needs to be static to be JavaScript invocable. But yeah, do you need to invoke the JavaScript thing? Yeah. Yeah, but if you can't use the invocable, how would you then address the function? Let's see. Because that's this one. Let's see, because this one was already using the, let me see, that was using the other one. That was using, yeah, that's also, but it's also static. JavaScript would get the value, let's return await blah blah. The C# method would do its work and return the value. Then the JavaScript function would call the correct next JavaScript function. Yeah, what we discussed is if you need to do something in C#, do that like in C#. As opposed to trying to use the module to call the next JavaScript method, yeah. Yeah, that's basically what we started out with this function. This function to create a table that's completely JavaScript. But you want to try to remove most of the JavaScript stuff out of there and do that in C#, and only use the JavaScript function to do the actual interactions with Excel. Might require a new way of thinking where you just do the JavaScript things in the JavaScript modules and your pure C# stuff from the C# engine. Let's see, this was building, I think. No, it's not. What's this? Yeah, we still have that one. Well, maybe that's object reference is required. Still, that needs to be private. So the table content would be returned by, indeed, yeah. You do all the stuff that you need in C# and then only use the result and push that into Excel by using the JavaScript function. Why is it complaining if an object reference is required as a non-out because it's non-static? What? Yeah, that's currently non-static, and if I create it static, then this will go away. But now it's not injected anymore. Yeah. So this, and then you have this. Wait, is that a thing? Oh, and the static thing, I was remove a static. Wait, is that a thing? Can you make your injected property static? Your injected property. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. Because I'm not sure if that will inject if that's the case. It didn't look like it was complaining after you did that. Yeah, that's true. But the question is, will it still be injecting then? Because the error is gone now. What's this? Yeah. Okay. Now what? JS module. They don't want to do this. No, I can completely. But it was complaining about not having an await while using async. So I'm now faking the await in there. It's now unreachable. That's a better solution, just to kick it out, not using it at all. And look at the clean error list here. F5. Now let's see if it's actually injecting anything. This is still null. 5. Oh, now it's getting in here. Yeah, that's yeah, that's breaking. Oh, what? Huh? Yeah, but yeah. Kicks it out. No injecting of static now. Darn it. That's annoying. Must use the module, then that's not so much of must, but it's just a challenge that I try to get over. I don't like it though. I kind of agree with you because you're kind of doing a recurring interop between JavaScript and C#. Static is gone. Yeah, I think I'm going to have good thinking about that. What would be the smart thing to do there? OfficeJS is invocable. This is static. As long as you don't invoke JavaScript from there again. There's the invoke method async. Write to console, JavaScript runtime. Invoke void async. It is doing the same thing again, as long as you don't reroute it through JavaScript again. put this one in my notes. Copy. New page. And your specific sample. Let's get rid of this all. Close this. Don't save. Oh, yeah. Put that reference in my notes. Oh. And there's the other one. Clean it up, clean it up. Take that out. Did I lose your sample there? What? Copy all of this. Copy. Copy that one. My mic's in my vision. Yeah, I'm going to read that a little bit later. That can go now. This can go. Then I'm going to... I'll leave everything like it is. Testing that approach currently. Which one? The one I copied, yeah. I closed that, I think, already. But it's on my notes on my other screen. Where's the link for that? We had so long, very long chat today. Coach, yeah, that's the one. Copy. Copy. Bring that on again. This one. By putting in a timeout in there. I wonder if it's are you editing online while I'm looking at it? Is it live? It is, isn't it? Oh, really? Yeah, this is another thing that I was thinking about a little bit, because you can also maybe put it as like a singleton, like so. Here. Blazor culture. It's interesting. In this case, he's doing that to get it from the main thing. If you look at the program thing, that's not this one. Services. Was that to do something similar with the other project, software. And the project is that the IJS runtime gets component context on after render. Yeah. The project is the problem, probably. What you try to say. Services. The code here worked. Oh, so yeah, instead of like doing the wait, too good. Take the right. This one. Bubble chart. Where is it? This one. Oh, and have too much open. Where is it? There. There with the thingy where there's a private runtime static. That's not possible because that's not injecting. Private, we need to have the static in place again, the module, and we have the private static module thingy there. JS runtime. Oh, that's missing here now because that's removed. So this is the injected one, but this is the other one. This one needs to go in here. Then we put in a timer. This really is tricky stuff. Let's match this with your code. typing it on the fly while I'm looking at it. And then instead of the on after render, we now do it on the on initialized, because that should happen. What are you saying there? Since it isn't using the on after render lifecycle, it starts timer that triggers what the on after render would do. Yeah, indeed, exactly. Where is it here? Then we have the handler. And stops the timer. And then we have the invocable thingy there with static again. Invocable, that's this one. No squigglies at all. Yeah. So now I'm thinking also when you don't use the, if you get in by the UI, would it still work? Because I'm then running to this one. That's the same thing, is it? Should be able to work. Well, let's try and see if it's working. Yeah, it's what I kind of expect to be working. So this is the old one, and now we have this one. It's kicking in the create table thing. If then go in here, runtime is null. So that will fail. Yeah. Oh, F5. Yeah, so that did not work. Let's see if I made some typo somewhere. Let's kill this. There's the other one. So bubble chart. Let's see if that's still working. Create table. That's doing the same thing. Nothing happens. My screen is frozen. Come on. Did it terminate? Oh, it terminated. No, it's not terminated. My first studio is locked up. Frozen. Come on. Break. I have a lockup here. Let's close this. Is there a dialogue in the background somewhere? Nothing. Why is it terminating my studio? Come on. You killed it. The JS runtime context might not be getting initialized if there's no UI rendering. So how did you test it? Did you have a UI in there? I think I can only kill it. Oh, so okay. And task. Okay. So restart. Run this. Put a break with a handle in it. Yeah. There. Oh. Oh, this is object, yeah. Timer. So we don't need timer there. Let's see. Because if I go to bubble chart now, I get a page. See, now it's getting initialized. That's the handler. Now I have a UI. Ugh, it locks up again. Why is it locking up? Come on. Kills my totally kills my UI here. Okay, well, let's wrap this up for today because I have to get up early tomorrow again. Let's kill this again. It's freezing again. Not in. It's 10 degrees outside, but it's still freezing my UI. Not sure what's happening there. It's too much of a thrill for Studio apparently. It's an interesting challenge where you want to call a C# function that calls a JavaScript function again. I do think it's a kind of it's not a logical thing to do, to call a C# function or method to run a JavaScript function or method again. Let me put this also in my notes. JavaScript invoke. Okay, let's wrap it up for now. And this is pretty interesting to try. Yes, sure. And I do really have some fun doing this. The reason why I actually tried to build this Office Blazor add-ins was the same thought, just to do something challenging what no one else did before. It would be fun if I could get this to work somehow, but I do think it's not a logical thing to do, going from JavaScript to C# and back to JavaScript. Maybe you should put some separation of concern in there. Just call the JavaScript from the JavaScript environment and the C# environment where you need the power of C#. Yeah, it's good fun to do this, and I have a long weekend. I'm going to Rome with my wife, so I won't be back until Monday, but that will be right on time for Tuesday for the next stream. Yeah, thanks for assisting on this. I learned a lot today. Things like the Git stuff, the interrupt stuff like this. Yeah, it's a lot to process. I probably have to watch my own recording there. Thanks for joining in, and see you after the weekend. Bye bye.